Hey there, YouTubers. Thanks for tuning back in to episode 3 of the SIEM1 build. Today we're going to go ahead and do a little work on the head and get you guys up to speed. So I feel like I say that a lot, but let's go ahead and roll the intro and get this party started. Oh man, you got CRV stuff everywhere. What's going on here? Thanks for tuning back into another video, guys. So as a lot of things have transpired, just try to get you guys caught up the best I can. So the CRV is currently in pieces and it's waiting on its second air compressor. So the first one we picked up off Amazon lasted about 12 hours and then the clutch went out. So we've picked up a Four Seasons brand, and due to the way that Amazon does their returns, I'm actually taking the other one off and putting the new one on so I can mail the old one off, and then we got to repeat the whole process. So it's not a lot of fun. It's in a really peculiar spot, and quite frankly, it's in a really encumbersome spot. So pretty much the entire front end of the car is off because I didn't want to drop the cradle. But let's talk about something a little bit more fun today, shall we? So whenever we set this project up, we had a couple things in mind that we wanted to do for the B20 VTEC. And now that we got the engine out of the car, it was time to pull the head off. Once we got everything tore down, Will actually brought over my GSR head that had been in storage and gave me some, quick little tips of how to tear it apart. And I just went right to work. So I'm going to flip the camera around and we'll just kind of walk through it. I'll show you what I've done up until this point. Some of it, you guys may have already seen. Some of it you may have already done yourself. A lot of this I'm doing for the first time, so you can learn as I learn. So everything's already laid out here on the table, but to kind of make means simpler, we had this to come out first because it didn't have any cams. So we laid these in order, and then we went straight into trying to remove the valves. We're putting in a set of new SuperTech springs. They're 85-pound springs for the GSR head. And then we're going to lap valves with valve grinding compound and put them back in the head with a set of fresh seals. So we've got the SuperTech seals here, and then we've got our SuperTech springs. What I've done up until this point is obviously remove everything you see in front of me, but I'm down to the part now where all of my keepers, all of my retainers are now in this little box, and I'm ready to pull out these valve seals. So I've watched a couple videos, and we're going to try to knock this out off camera here. A lot of it seems like it's just a pain in the butt no matter how you do it. I've watched, heating it with a long lighter, heating it with a butane torch or, a small little propane torch, and, trying to loosen it up. But it's, just not exactly the most favorable thing to do, but we got to get it done. Once we get those out, we'll be able to clean the head up real nice. We went ahead and we ordered a Downstar, pretty well a full hardware kit for the GSR, including the valve cover. So whenever this thing goes back together, it's going to be pretty sweet. We've also got to get a set of cams. So I sold the cams out of this because originally this was going to go into Clifford, and I was doing a set of the Kelford cams. But with that, I've got to pick up a set. There's a couple guys local. I'm waiting on a phone call back to let me know if they've got some. And then we'll put stock cams back in this. And it should make a lot of difference between really having an aftermarket cam versus a GSR cam. Because, this is probably going to end up right under 400 horsepower. We've got a B20 block to keep in mind. And some of those power gains that we're going to have would just help drive the cost of the car up, and it would probably be just as reliable without a set of aftermarket cams and beating and banging and thrashing. Man, it's a tight little hole in there. It's even harder to do this on camera. So these are pretty well stuck. I've read the heating of them, you know, helps, but a lot of times you just got to wiggle it and break it free. So like I said, I'm going to work on that off camera because I don't want to bore you guys with like 3 hours of me trying to get a valve seal off. But, you know, we've got some cleaning to do. I've got another valve cover to wrinkle. We've got a lot of parts that have showed up, and then we've got some more that are coming. We've still got to build a turbo kit for the car, and we're going to try to do it, I believe, with, you know, some budget in mind. We can't spend a ton. But last night, guys, I went ahead and I placed my order for Burton Racing. So this car is going to have a Burton Racing coil on plug kit. It's also going to have a Burton Racing boost by gear kit and a fuel pump relay kit. So I've got these here. They're on the shelf already. I've actually used these before on the Purple Hatch and really, really impressed. So if you're in the market for a coil on plug kit, whether you want to buy it complete with the coils and the mounting hardware, or you just want to be able to buy, you know, essentially the basic pieces, visit burtonracing.com. You've got a lot of items over there to choose from. In addition, you can even pick up a Burton Racing Boost by Gear kit or a fuel pump relay kit and use my discount code, SCVID, and save 5%. It'll help you out a little bit, and then in return, it'll help me out a little bit. So if there's anything that you guys have questions on related to the Burton kits, don't hesitate to drop them a message on social media or even send it over my way. I'll be happy to answer anything I can for you. So once we get all this stuff cleaned up, we've got our intake manifold here that we're going to be using. I mentioned to you before, we've got to rob some sensors off of it, but you know, dirty's just not the name of my game. So we got to clean it up. Got to get it polished up a little bit. It's going to be raw aluminum. Everything else, you know, for the most part, valve cover and whatnot, is going to end up being black. It's not in the best shape, so it needs a little strippage, and then it'll be ready to rock and roll. But, you know, this is a lot more fun than I anticipated, and I'm hoping you guys are enjoying the build process. Whenever I learn something new, I like to share it with others and, you know, just kind of keep it going. So show you now some of the items that came in the mail. This is the thermal gasket set for the GSR. We've got a throttle body and the long one's the intake manifold, of course. So this is going to work out nicely. We're still waiting on a stud kit, and our Downstar kit actually came with an additional stud kit. So whichever one's the nicer of the two, I'm going to use for the intake manifold side. And then we'll be able to kind of go back and forth with, you know, none of that eBay exhaust stuff that we had to deal with before. So previously, this is a little small piece, a little small trinket. So this one in particular, I'm going to try to give Anna kudos here, but it doesn't look like the eBay seller has got his information. So this is a stoplight switch, a brake light safety switch. Basically what this does is whenever you push the brake pedal in, the brake pedal depresses this, which in return turns on. It actually works opposite. So whenever you press the pedal, it depresses this and it turns on your brake lights. When they go bad, they short out and your brake lights stay on and your tail lights stay on. It runs the battery down. So it's no bueno. Another item that we got here is our Zerg, Z-E-R-G, Zerg Industries. This is the LS VTEC kit specifically for a B20. So it's 84 millimeter. It's a 30 thousandths millisecond, 30 thousandths head gasket. It's the multi-layer steel. Yeah. Too much work abbreviations for me today, guys. So it came with everything we needed, including the ARP head studs. The SuperTech stuff did not come with it, so don't get it confused. Got a handy dandy little oil sandwich adapter. And then the cool part is, not only does it come with a line that you need, but on top of it, you've actually got your little dowels, you've got a tap, you've got a plug, and then you've got your AN fittings. So it's literally a one-stop shop. So if you're interested in an LS VTEC kit, check out Zerg. I think that's how you pronounce it. And one-stop shop. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's been a busy week. In addition to my full-time job, we've got a lot going on here in the shop. And then on top of that, you know, we've still got a lot to do. So the car is pretty dirty in the engine bay, and we plan on addressing that with a little bit of pressure washer and a degreaser. So in a future video, she'll be all shined up and ready for your viewing pleasure. But for the time being, I didn't have any wheels. I couldn't get it out of the garage. So I want to introduce the wheels that are going to go in the car now that I sold the red ones and see what you guys think. As I mentioned before, they're original Rota Slipstreams. I actually ended up putting brand new tires on 2 of them, and then I picked up 2 tires that were, you know, slightly used, but you can see they're basically like brand new. So we got a really good bargain inside of these to be able to put them on the car. We're going to clean them up. We're going to repaint them. They'll be looking fresh and really complement this car without, you know, some of that offset sticking out of the wheel. Give you guys a peek at the CRV. So this is my destruction in order to put an AC compressor in. So if you've got, you know, a tidbit or a tip, leave it in the comment section. Do you go in the top or do you go underneath and up from the bottom? So guys, I've got to get to work here. You know, a lot of this episode 3, catching you guys up on some of the build progress, letting you know what's arrived, letting you know that the wheels are finally here and we can roll it around. Part of this is also that we're going to the dyno. So, you know, in this video, you've got Turbo LS, should be making some jam. And I hope you guys have a good evening, good night, and a better tomorrow. And then we'll catch you in the next video. See you guys.